All right, 880, I need you. So we're gonna have to see if you'll run. I think that it's out of gas. It's also out of oil, it looks like. But it's still got oil in it, so it should be good to go where I'm going with it. But yeah, it doesn't appear to be enough gas. And I think you'll have to remind me, did I put a standpipe in this one? I can never remember. I think I did. We just took it apart when we were grinding feed and discovered that and talked about how I should have wrote it on the gas tank, but I didn't do it. So I got some gas. We're gonna put that in and then we'll get to our project right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Rouse the Oliver Man. This is 880 and I need to use it. I took the Super 88 off of that bush hog, and so I'm going to hook this to it so I can move it around and do whatever. Disconnecting the Super 88 from the bush hog turned out to be sadness. I can't believe it, but because I just had it off of there, and anyway, what it amounts to is when I was trying to disconnect it, I got the power takeoff shaft pulled out about yay far, and then it wouldn't come off of there. And I tried everything, and finally I had to just unhook the mower and put tension against it and then crawl under and hit it with a hammer and then keep doing that, keep tension on it until I could finally get it tapped off. So I don't know what is messed up, if it just was sticky or rusty or if there's a burr or something, but we're gonna have to investigate that before I hook that back up again, at least to that tractor. So, but anyway, like I said, this one I think is out of gas because it just barely putted up here when I went to use it for something. So yeah, I got gas. I'm gonna put it in there and then we'll see if we can continue on our journey. Started talking to myself. That's the first step in my descent to madness. But that's fine. We all knew it was coming. It's just coming sooner than we thought. It would be a really nice day if it wasn't windy. But the wind is making it cold and miserable. I bet it's getting close to 60 degrees. Or it's supposed to. But that cold wind just ain't got it. I mean, alright, what are we going to do here? Well, we are going to remember how we had this cobblestone. I think this is a fairly new battery that I put in this one. Will it run? We might have more trouble. What is the deal here? I'm betting it's not that it's out of fuel, it's got some other hit this carburetor with a piece of steel a bunch of times because I hate it. It actually did make it run better. I bet the accelerator stuck again. Oh, that carburetor. It's headed for the tree stump. I need the power traction hitch and something to hook up to. You see, when I was disconnecting the bush hog, it hit the ground, so yeah. Oh, see, now they hear that and they think that that's food coming their way. Well, I guess it could be food coming their way. We could do that, but you just sit there and run. Think about what you've done. Well, I suppose I'll be getting a chain to get this picked up. Sadly, it just did not work out like I had hoped. Here. That's going to be right in the way the whole time. Yeah. If I get a chain and stick it under there, I think I can get it picked up and popped up on there. Somewhere there's a block. I bet it's underneath. There's also a jack here somewhere too. Unless I ran it all over. The jack go on it now. Just enough to hold it up. Yes. Lived a good clean life. He won't have to move the tractor. Might have to let it go full. Can I bully it? I might be able to bully it. Yep. There. Good. Enough. That might have had something to do with our not having fuel in it. That piece of wonderful cast iron that they call a Zenith carburetor probably leaked it all out on the ground one time when I wasn't watching. Because I probably forgot to shut that valve off. Oh, how I love you, Zenith carburetor. So, where do we stand on this? I've got mountains of parts, and I think I got everything it takes to do this. However, what are we missing? I don't think we're missing anything, actually. I got to get this ring off of there and washer, but we can do that. Even if I have to slice it. Let's go over to our service truck and take inventory. All right. Quite honestly, I may not even need to change those bottom two pieces, because are they really bad? Probably not. The wind, though, the wind. Come on out of there. Jeez. Look at all that stuff I'm probably gonna lose. There's a key. Oh, there's one of those. Forgot I got that. All right. let's lay that on there. Let's lay that on there. Oh, bag of locks for the blades, because I figured, hey, the ones I took off of one of them were pretty wore, so we might as well do that. We don't need the key yet. We'll need a seal. There is that ring from the top. There's some shim washers, which I don't know where they go. I looked it up once and I don't remember. There's little pieces that will get lost. There's heavy washers there. There's a new nut. There's a seal. That's for something else on it. There is bearings with the extender piece. And this should be the race. Yeah, that extender piece should be that thing right there. Does that make sense? Might have to look at the old parts film again, but I'm pretty sure that the heavy washer goes on, then that's that thing, and then the bearing down here, and then the same ray, but the ray up at top, you know. There's nothing wrong with this nut, but I figured, hey, why not? So I'm gonna pull that parts film up one more time just to make sure, and then we will get this stuff off of there. Well, we can do that either way. We'll get that off of here, and then we can continue on our journey here. Probably it'd be a good idea to clean first. How hard will this be? I don't know. Oh, I don't know what I did with my favorite punch. It's around here somewhere. If you can't do it right, do it wrong. You know? Why not? Thought that would give me some relief in it. But it don't look like it's even gonna do that, does it? There. The same way with this. Are we even in the field of the camera? I don't know. But we got it. That's what I'm getting at. And clean it up some more now. I think there's a little bit of a chunk there. Tried and I failed. All right. Good. Let's have a peep and see at the old parts film. Okay. Multi-spindle parts diagram. Repairable spindle. Okay. A washer is 7. No. The seal is 7. Washer is 6. Okay, 1/4 inch flat washer, of course, goes on first, just like what we took off. How well will this fit on there? Pretty good. Then that ring from the bearing goes on. And this is where it's going to get hairy, I'm afraid, because what I'm saying is, well, let's just do that first, well, before we even worry about it. The seal should seal against that ring, I believe, is what I'm thinking happens. Yeah. Okay, so we're good. So now we just need to get that to drop on there, because it ain't gonna do that thing. Wonder if I can use this old washer. I certainly hope there's not going to have to be any heating to do this. Alright, why will this ring not go? Why won't it play tractor things? Well, it's going. Just doesn't look like it. I think we're golden there. Now the trick is going to be, we're going to have to make sure that this sucker will go. And that's going to be a problem, I bet you. Because it's going to have to, the bearing's going to have to go on there in order for this all to go together. And then that creates the trouble of the seal has to already be on there, because you're never going to get the seal on. So you're going to have to be able to put it together, which I guess that the washer is on there to pull the seal up in there, maybe, question mark. Because you're going to have to get this on there. Don't know about that one, friend. I'm going to use this setup again, and actually what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pack this bearing. I'm going to use this ring, and I'm going to use that washer to get this down in there where it needs to be. That way I don't accidentally slip. Come on. stupid. Wearing my arm out. That's what she said. All right, through the magic of television, we're making progress. I had a heck of a time, I ain't gonna lie. And also, looking at it now, kind of makes me wonder whether or not that seal is really going to have anything to grab onto. I don't think so. I think the bottom of my Canooza is wore out. And if your Canooza's wore out, you got trouble. But that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is go pack this bearing. And then I think we can throw this assembly together. You know, this goes here like such, and then those shims go on there to regulate how tight the nut goes. But step one is going to be getting this, and I suppose just jamming grease down in there, because more never hurt, you know. That's a lot of cavity area to fill with pumping, so if you can jam as much as you can in there, I think that's probably gonna make it easier in the long run. Alright, drop that on there like such. And then that on there like that such. Wares and such. Using the old pieces as a driver was a good idea. It has helped me. Alright, through the magic of, TV, or whatever you want to call it, we got this back together. It was a slight struggle, but nothing that we're not accustomed to in our normal array of sadness. I did not end up using either of those shims. You know, that's the kind of thing you do as necessary. And it's pretty well already kind of proud of what I think it maybe ought to be, but we got the right feeling to it that I think is what we want. Yeah, because you want a little bit of preload, but not too much, so that it's, you know, smoking belts or anything. But I think we're good. So now we need to lock this nut down, and I just went ahead. I ordered everything new because I don't want to fight trying to get stuff. You know, it's just not worth it. Finally. And how much you want to bet that I won't be able to find the one that this takes? Oh, there we go. We're going to do it again because, as usual, not reading the directions. Just another stupid thing that I have done to myself. But I assume that that's what's taking place here, is it's going to take this little brass jobby and it's just going to flatten the heck out of it in there and make it grab tight. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know. I would say that's good. Well, with that being done, I think we're ready to slap her on the old machine there. I was going to order new bolts, and then it said obtain locally. I could have bought them from them, but they were $12 a piece. And I thought, oh no, we're not doing that. These are just a slight shade longer because the hardware store was out. And they don't have a shoulder, but I think they should be fine. They're both grade 5. I think it'll be plenty good. But what I'm thinking, and I might regret this choice too, but I'm thinking of putting them on with just a ratchet instead of an impact, because sadness, friends, you know. Do we really want to go down the road of sadness if we could avoid it for a change? Another thing I'm trying to think of, I thought I got new bolts for here, which is what holds these blade retainer things. So we're gonna have to, once we knock everything to the ground, then we will be acceptable, you know, because we just can't have, you know, stuff work. That would never do. We have to always have some type of a problem. Yeah, see? Already knocked the blade retainer down. I'm gonna go look right quick. I thought I had all the parts laying here, but maybe I didn't bring over, here's our key we'll need later. Maybe I didn't get bolts for that, for this here. In which case, I'll have to find some. I think they were just coarse thread. Yeah, I'm not seeing which ones in this pile would have been it. All right, let's take this over there either way, because we can always put those in, and we'll see about getting this sucker mounted up on there. Only 4 lock washers now. There we go. All right. I think we got what we need. If only we had brains. Okay, there is what it was. All moo to you. There they are. Blade retainer bolts. That's probably good. I wonder where all this oil came from. What would have been up here? Oh, the hydraulic ends have leaked out on there. That's good. Kept my parts from rusting. All right. There ain't no way other than just crawling under and going. And that ain't gonna be no fun, but it is what it is. I guess maybe I could leave you right here. You can try to see what you can see through that hole. I'm gonna be going underneath. It's just a thrill. Here you can see what I'm up against, and it ain't very good because I can't maneuver. It is a good idea to not be using the impact because I don't feel that I've got these started very good. I thought I had one of them started, but I'm questioning that methodology now too. And it doesn't make sense to me. Oh, okay, it does make sense to me now. I gotcha. Okay, those plates on the back side are not tight to the machine. They are just, oh, and it's one plate. Okay. That's fine, because that means that I might have a chance now that I know that. I should have got that plate new too, I'm betting you. Because I bet I'm not going to get this. I bet I'm not going to get it at all. It's so stupid. I mean, that should just go. So, what I'm saying is that you probably don't understand. On the back side of this, there is not nuts. It is a big metal plate. I can just show it to you because it just came out. It's just a plate with some holes tapped in it that fits inside of this channel iron, which is the frame. And it doesn't appear that I'm going to have any luck of any sort getting this started. I wish I did, but I don't. How could I do it? I could give up. That would be a good one. I mean, it feels like it should go easily, but it's just not going to do that thing. I'm fighting a lot of geometry problems here. Angles. I need to somehow, I need about another 6 inches of room under here so a guy could maneuver as I need. I can't do this. Alright, well, through no amount of fun, I got that up on there. That was a struggle, not gonna lie. I guess if it doesn't work, we can always try again and make our own thing. But I'm thinking that while we're this far, I want to try to slap these blades in here. And I'm not going to just slap them, I'm going to actually bolt them in. I got new ones of these too, but of course I don't. We don't have time to get the new ones out. It's getting dark. Got other stuff to do. Just manhandle it out of the way and we'll figure it out later. Now, if a guy was smarter than me, yeah, see? Uh-oh. We're gonna have interference problems with our, oh, I like how there's always something. Why would that be doing that? Oh, I know why. Okay. We'll do that for another day, but the skid shoe is actually hitting the end of the blades. And that just ain't gonna do, you know? In other words, what I'm saying is, this here is up too high. We need to take this off, which we're gonna do anyway, and then bolt it lower down. We also need to fix that. That might have something to do with it. But we definitely aren't gonna run it like this because it's hitting that pretty aggressively. That might also be rolled in from that cut. So definitely we will fix that. But see, if you do this right, can we shine some light down in there where you could actually see? I know what I'll do. I'll do this. Will that shine up on there? There, see? I think you're supposed to be able to, like I said, loosen that bolt, turn this lock, and quick change your blades, knock your pins out, and then spin her back around, tighten her up. So yeah, I'm gonna get an extension for this impact, I think, and just give her a hammer home, and then we'll twist it off, and then we'll have to work twice as hard, but that's what I'm gonna do. So eat it. Yep, I think we got her. All right, so where do we stand? In the next one, we're going to try to, I would assume, we will put the pulley back on. Maybe we'll wait to do that till last because we want to get the V-belts in alignment. And I kind of want to, I think, take more stuff loose here to weld on the top. I don't know yet, but I don't think that we're ready for that yet. That's kind of like a last resort. Plus, we got bolts to get out. We got a bolt twisted off in the pulley. Got a bolt twisted off in our hub. yeah, we just aren't prepared, see. But if we look at our old blades, yeah, they got a little bit hammered up over the years and probably wore the end off, and they don't hit anymore. And that was probably actually, every so often you would hear it go da 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 da, and I bet that was the tip of this hitting the guard when this guard would get rolled under because of that right there. So we're gonna bust that loose one day, get this off of here, fix that up, and then set the shoe down farther, and then I think we'll be on the road to recovery here. Then we can change all the blades out, get the top welded up, mount all the belts on, and then go back to our big thing is going to be then fabricating back here, because it turns out that nobody has this side, the one that I destroyed. I thought they did, and then they said no. So I got a new one for that side. So what I'm hoping is I can take two and make one, and I'll have to cut and weld to get the right size or side with the chain thing. Because the one, okay, here's the one that I ordered that was not for the chain. I didn't realize, I don't know how this got ordered because I didn't really want it, but it ended up, it came bent and then they gave it to me, so I'm not really too worried about it. But anyway, it's like half the thickness of the one that has the chain, and I would rather have the kind that has the chain, so if I'm mowing by the road or something, I don't have to worry about it slinging something out and causing trouble, or even around here with vehicles and stuff. So yeah, that's what the plan is there. But we'll get the rest of this sucker tuned up pretty soon, and yeah, then we'll have a usable thing. We pretty well got everything loose now that was going to be a problem where we had to crawl underneath. I think we can do everything else pretty well from the top. Famous last words, but that's my plan anyway, and we're going to hope that it plays out that way. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. That helps out the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment. Tell me that you liked it, or tell me that you hated it. Tell me I'm a moron. I really don't care, but anything that you say helps us out too. So thank you again, as always, for watching, and I will see you in the next one.